Welcome back. Now that Mr. Teacher has his group set up, he's ready to start his first online assignment, which will be a discussion forum. Discussion forums are a great way for students to continue talking about activities that you've learned about in the classroom. To create a discussion forum, all you have to do is turn on editing at the top, and then add an activity, and you'll drop down to forum. First thing that you'll want to do is give the forum a name. And give it a general introduction. It doesn't have to be too long like that. You should not force people to be subscribed. That's email related. And I always turn read tracking on so kids can easily see which posts are new. For grades, there are a lot of different choices. You can make it an average of all of their grades, so every post that they get gets averaged together. You could make it a maximum, or in other words, their highest possible grade, or a sum of the grades. I like to choose sum of the grades. And then what I'll do is I'll make the assignment worth 20 points and give the kids up to 10 for each post. That way they have to post at least twice in order to get the full number of points. If you want to restrict the dates, you can do that using this button and open and close the forum on the dates that you choose. And you should always make it separate groups. This way you won't have all of your kids in one humongous discussion. Finally, you can save and display. And here you've got all participants showing. There's no discussion that's happened yet, and you can add a new topic. Now I would suggest that you go to your first class and add a new discussion topic for them to reply to. This is not necessary, but it does make it easier for you as a teacher to grade, because now the kids will all have their discussions in one thread instead of having 20 or potentially 30 separate threads. When I'm done, I hit post to forum, and now they've got something to reply to. Now it is very important that you do that not for all participants, but for each group. If you try to make a please reply here for all participants, what you'll find is that no one will be able to reply to you because they're all in separate groups and you're the teacher. So for each class, like let's say that section A3 is also a civics class, you'd want to put that same post here so that the kids could reply to that as well. And we're all set. When the kids come in, they'll see your message, click on it, and then hit reply. They can type their response. There is a spell checker built in, so they should use that. And when they're done, they can hit post. Now you will notice that the quality of your discussions will be directly related to how good your question is. Good questions should have higher order thinking skills, there should be more than one possible answer, or ask the kids to apply it to something in their lives. That way they'll actually have something to talk about with each other. If it's just a one-word answer, it will be very hard to have discussion about that. Also, you want to make it very clear what your expectations are in terms of grading. Do they have to have correct spellings? They should. Point out the spell checker. Are they allowed to use the letter U instead of Y-O-U? Probably not. Hopefully not. So please make sure that's clear. If the kids understand what you're looking for, they'll be a lot more likely to get it for you. Now let's wait and see what the kids have to say about this topic. Here comes Lisa Simpson, Mr. Teacher's favorite student. She goes to the course and quickly finds the discussion forum that he talked about in class, right here under civics. So she clicks on it and switches to her civics class to find the reply. There it is. Clicks on this, and she reads the question and thinks about it carefully, clicks on reply, and then types her answer right here. Once again, she'd use the spell check right there to make sure everything was spelled right, which of course it is. When she's done, she just hits post. And now in the discussion, you've got the original post by the teacher, as well as Lisa's response. Soon there'll be more students responding. Let's wait a minute and see. And now we're back with Mr. Teacher the next day. He's waited for all the students to talk, and he can now click on his discussion forum, choose the hour he wants to look at, and see what the kids had to say. As it turns out, Lisa was the first student to post, and he was very impressed with her answer. Gives her the full 10 points. And then we notice that Courtney has replied. And Courtney's answer is also quite insightful, so he gives her 9 points. Lisa has then replied to Courtney, and she'll get 8 more points for that. And now we have a student who has not capitalized letters, has misspelled everything, and his discussion has nothing to do with the topic at hand. We're going to give him 0 points. But remember, if it's related to your expectations, you can't penalize students for things that you haven't told them not to do. So make sure that you tell them to stay on topic and to have their answers spell checked, or it's not fair to mark them down. Have a few more posts by other students. As I click on these, I can save them. And when I'm done, go back to my class. To see the kids' points all totaled up, we can actually click on our grade book, which is right here. And here are the students in the class, and here are their points. Courtney's got 9, Jacob's got 6, he's got 0, 9 for Stephanie, and Lisa is up to 18. As the kids continue to discuss these topics, you can continue to grade them, and the tally will be updated automatically. Remember, when making forums, it really does matter how you explain to the kids what to do. If you tell them specifically what you're looking for, you'll be a lot more likely to get it. Also, make sure that your discussion topics are relevant, make sure that it's open-ended, and it's something preferably from the students' lives, an application that will lend itself easily to classroom discussion. If you have questions about forums, you can always email me or call me, or check out with another teacher who's doing forums in your own building. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this is helpful for you.